wants them to be. And you can see that the weight is almost equal. But again,
only been one Mexican who ever fought for a
ways to go in under these circumstances and fight a spike. But there are a fair number of Ukrainians and Russians in LA.
Bias. I mean, the Klitschkos are like gods in Germany. So this is going to be a...
Let's get ready to rumble! 27 victories, including 24 knockouts. 37 victories with 36 knockouts. Arreola! Klitschko!
Klitschko's good luck.
Arreola.
Ideally, this won't require a left hook to begin the evening. Arreola.
Aggressive also. And he lures you to sleep, and then he catches you with a big shot.
Body shot by Arreola against Vitali. Sam Peter didn't exist. Juan Carlos Gomez in his most...
Starts slowly, systematically picking him apart.
Klitschko has...
As we go along. Vitali Klitschko. Klitschko also holds his left hand well below it.
Back in position with the jab to keep his distance. He finishes a bit. He takes great advantage of his height.
But the dominant action of the round has been 1 or 1-2.
Hey, keep those hands up, baby. Just keep working.
Klitschko 34 out of 88. To only 7 of 32. To go to the body. And there he is, banging away at the body as he promised you.
Sometimes the best way to deal with a jabber is to...
It's creating a lot more anxiety than anyone else has did.
So you think Vitali's back a step? There's a body shot for Klitschko.
Not landing enough punches.
He's not landing, but I tell you what, if he's
to throw to keep him back.
By Klitschko.
own effective awkwardness, but it's very, very good. Very coordinated.
And slow down. 17 connects. So far, Box does that.
He always does that. He always has his mouth open in his right hand.
He has scored late knockouts, several of them.
Yeah, and he thinks those.
The thing is that he can throw arm punches with
enthusiasts. You may be and trying to pressure inside without getting much wear.
well,
That's it.
Klitschko is with his PhD in sports science.
Don't get careless, right? I need you to be aggressive but smart, right?
The damage from the number of punches he's taken so far.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of.
Jim, I gotta tell you, Chris Arreola is making the biggest mistake.
One was a left. They were wild swings. That's probably what he has to do.
You gotta work your way inside by giving him angles, just like he's doing there.
And there's a long way to go.
Right now, I would have to say that Arreola is only fighting the best fight that he can fight.
And the sheer determination.
Then Vitali, because Vitali can get tired, but when you have experience, it's
Right uppercut partially
It's sort of like he does rope-a-dope in the middle of the ring.
at a time. But not really combinations, just sequences of
a short left hook right here that landed by Arreola simply because he's close.
6 power punches Arreola has landed in the fight. And chance to hurt him. After Vitali Klitschko landed a right hand, Arreola shook his head as if the switching feet to turn back with a right hand.
Arreola punch from a distance where he can punch at. He can hit just like that.
To the body in this round. Does he get credit for those? Got to find a way to get. Maybe if you take the 4 years off, he's nursing some chronic injuries.
And redness up top.
But Arreola.
Well, and he knows that Vitali is not a...
Listen to me. Don't let him lull you into, sitting there.
Average numbers through 5. 33.
On right and gets spinning around.
Yes, because Vitali can fire that right hand across his body.
We'll never see B and C.
Vitali would have had in a long time, and it's turning out to be that. Even though he's winning it, left hand when he gets to it and gets his distance, or he doesn't end up falling into his man. Almost. Very seldom do you land a clean punch on Vitali.
Well, you know,
than you expect a man his size to be. And he holds his hands out in any of the last several opponents who just couldn't get inside. All right, Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, so 60 to 50 fight. Vitali ties him up. And Jean Charlie's really go.
Actually, Vitali's been so effective with his punches so far, Harold, that he's both have been a little more flexible about that idea recently. It's irresistible for boxing brother, if it were ever to happen, which it probably won't.
our arm punches. To a younger athlete, but it is
240, 245 when walking around. They're the only holder of 2 title belts. His brother holds 1.
Clean shots, and then after he lands those shots, he usually moves away very well.
He's shown that. Great, great Mexican.
Arreola tries to jump in and make it mean something.
And his confidence is
But also,
yeah, Arreola put a lot, and now he's creating
other division, you can dominate long stretches of the fight and of Chris Arreola.
The rippling stomach of Arreola.
Use your left jab and don't stop.
Punches so far for Arreola, 13, and the lowest number connected for Klitschko. No sign of that tonight.
As the fight goes on and both guys are getting tired, you can see his experience.
And as Arreola takes more chances to try to get inside, big Vitali.
As the Mayweather-Marquez fight.
How about that right uppercut?
The right uppercut, looping right.
Of Klitschko.
I think that might be Arreola.
Put him more. Indian, wipe his face with the wet.
That is this uppercut type straight right hand, which he's a master at all these weird, strange punches.
Dominated the fight.
I don't know if this is any consolation. Back in 1968 against Joe Frazier, went
Outside. 8-1, Vitali Klitschko. Inside, he landed some nice shots, but around 9, I mean, Vitali beat.
Arreola may really be careful if you know he's going to get knocked out.
Vitali has a great sense of timing. He humiliated Arreola in the
Next time, you know, different type of right hand, he moves and pivots.
gets in there.
And you know, sometimes you see where the gap moving and turning and twisting.
Chris Arreola's not in the 8 fights which comp you in the fight.
I don't know.
Pressured Vitali all the way and made him throw a lot of punches.
I think the referee is stopping the fight.
Either the referee or
With a sudden shot.
Arreola is weeping in the ring. Favorite to win here tonight, and he showed you what. Overall punches to 26 for Arreola. Power shots. Well,
Klitschko.
Thank you very much for Chris Arreola. He's very good, very tough fighter. It was